It's Week 16 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see the electric Kyler Murray.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 56 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now the second-year man, here's Kenneth Gainwell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Prescott. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Prescott now. Over the middle to Smith. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
First down, Prescott. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round,
you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Murray. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Murray now to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Murray now. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Murray. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Murray going to throw. And this will be incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Brings up 2nd and goal. Elliott, toss right. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lambo is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Book. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
To the air again, Prescott. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run with Sanders off the option, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. They'll run with Sanders. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Gainwell. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Elliott now to add the extra point. this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Kenneth Gainwell who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Throwing now is Murray. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Murray. Then he finds Beasley complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff left to Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play fake. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and
Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Prescott on first down. Flush to his right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, this is caught. It's Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Up the middle, here's Elliott. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Third drive, the defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Looking to throw, Prescott. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Prescott off play action. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Murray. And this one caught by Beasley. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Murray. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Murray's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Murray now to throw. He's got to complete to Tolbert. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. It's caught. Tolbert. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now Murray again. And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Cole Beasley who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles' offense going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott. And once again, this is Sanders. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
So that now back-to-back drive, CD, that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Next, we head out to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. And then finally, time to unwind on Monday night. It'll be the Chargers and Colts from Indianapolis at 8:15 Eastern Time sharp. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Running the crossing route, it's Beasley with a catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A give to Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A toss. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss part begins with the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, it's not a very successful play.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. Over the middle to Smith. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they finally break through on 3rd and goal?
Dak's going to keep it.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And out now come the Cowboys.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Nifty move.
80 yards on the ground for him so far.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power and running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Murray now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And Lambo will put this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Prescott on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Book now. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And again, it's Prescott. This is Smith with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dak Prescott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And let's gauge our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage. Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now Murray off play action. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 116 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down.
Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense, the way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Shotgun now from Murray. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
T.J. Edwards.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, a dump off to Elliott. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season, but that first round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, you get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 3rd and 4. This crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Murray. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The give is to Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing there, but this pass is going to end up incomplete.
Trying to push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Prescott. It's caught by Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping it for the sack.
Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll try the left side with Gainwell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Prescott looks to throw on first. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Prescott now. And he fires one, but incomplete. So a big kick coming down for Jake Elliott. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Play action. Now it's Murray. That is caught by Lamb. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. What a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Elliott. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Eagles have recovered.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Prescott. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 72 yards. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on first down is Murray. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a fourth-quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Throwing again, Murray. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road.